Welcome back to my channel here, Trades to G. My name is Sammy. Today we're going to take a look at GME, APLD, BBAI, and last but not least, ADA Cardano. So before I go ahead and chart, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and join the Discord. Let's get straight into it. So obviously, we know that GME have the warrants are coming up, and thus everyone's picking up on that news, and we are having great bullish momentum to the upside continuation. It's obviously going to be, you know what, manipulated, but you know what, the short's going to have to cover at some point because this thing is screaming up in continuation. Look at this asymmetrical triangle, and not only that, this asymmetrical triangle, the pattern, or I should say the candles, are breaking out above the apex, above this trend line and at the apex. And I love what I see here, consolidation. Now we touch 25. That's important, key area. Shorts want this below 25. We know why, okay? We know why. 32 is the magic number. So all I can say about GME, it is up, it's healthy, it's great. You still got your RSI still above the center line, which is good. Let's turn around the daily real quick. We haven't even touched the bull zone yet, and thus the MACD still showing a nice histogram bar printing, okay? So that means it can still go vertical to the upside, and all we need is patience on this thing. Patience, patience, patience. I mean, look at your ADX. Let's go on 3-day, which adds a little bit more reliability. I love the MACD. The strength of this trend is gonna be, it's getting bigger. It's gonna completely catapult all the shorts out the window, and I love this. I love what's happening with the signal line and the MACD, okay? The MACD now just crossed, and that's the point. You're now printing a nice engulfing bullish histogram bar. So that just tells you that buyers are stepping in at these highs. We're still, all I can say is Delta's looking good. We're slowly beating the bears. We're eventually gonna get there, but the bears eventually are going to have to cover. So no worries with GME. It's still great above the RSI. MACD is looking good. Let's move on to APLD. APLD in a massive run. It has been non-stop parabolic moves. All I can say is it bounced off this excuse me, it had bounced off this Dragonfly Doji, which was roughly around 1313. That was a great support area. I had one indicator target if we were to hit some bear zone. I think it was around 1250, 1243. But anyway, let's find out where this thing is heading to. We're going to just take our Fibonacci level, our extension, and we're going to draw it, and boom, okay, she broke 236. She's very well in line to hit the 382, 1914. That is a nice little area because it's also going to be close to the psychological level at $20, okay? $20. There's really not much to say about this. If I turn on my EMAs, look what's happening. You got the 5 to 10 to 20 rolling right underneath the candles, and that's really key. Now, if I suspect that we were to try and come back a little bit, we're printing somewhat of a doji on the 12-hour, but if we were to come back and retrace a little bit, I suspect $17 around this range, maybe $17.60 in this Fibonacci level, but the point is right here, $17.60 is a nice support area. Let me actually highlight that right here at the point. So let's see 1760. We are printing a nice little doji at the 12-hour. Not a fulfilled one. It's still, still going. It's post market yet, but I like what I see though. If the reversal were to happen again, 1760 is what I'm eyeing. We are over the bull zone. So let's just try and, we had a nice run, trying to exhaust a little bit, come back to support, and you buy at support, not at resistance. Okay, we're literally at resistance. This is not the time to buy. Definitely not now. It's definitely too high. But you're going to pay a new premium if we come back and touch that 1760. Then we have another layer at 1690, then another 1630. Okay, these are layers in support that I'm looking at. We also have this 10 EMA acting as a support, and you also have the 20 EMA acting as support. This is now what you call a bullish run. It reminds me of Palantir. Okay, it reminds me of Palantir, where it's just up only. Since we call wave of Nibius, and then you have Irene, you have CoreWeave, all these data center plays are up only. And rightfully so. We need data centers, especially with the new movement coming up with the whole AI wave. Okay, the agents have not been, we haven't had a robust agent yet. When that time comes, then they're going to get more, more robust, much smarter. We need more output, more data, more gigawatts of energy. So that's going to cost. And guess where our company is going to be running to? Data centers. Wolf, WULF, that's another one, but that's a story for another day. So all these data center companies are up only. So moving on to BBAI, look at this. Look what I posted this on my Discord literally about maybe Monday. And I said, hey guys, we're in a wedge. We're in a wedge. RSI's in a wedge. And when you see wedges like this, where it's just like slowly like constraining, like it's just like a ball when you put it in the water, right? It's flated, and then you shove it all the way down in the water, and then what happens to the ball? it just wants to pop up. It wants to move up. So that's what I saw with the RSI. The wedge happened. I mean, it was forming, and thus we have the RSI breaking out of this wedge pattern on the RSI. And I posted this on my Discord. Hey guys, pay attention to the RSI. Okay, pay attention to the RSI because she likes to do divergences, or at least find support around this level. Look at over here, folks. If I turn on my demonstration mode, let me just show you guys demonstration mode. I posted this on my Discord. Look at this area right here on your left. Okay, this trend line was key, and I posted this on my Discord. Wedge, okay, MACD crossed the signal line. Boom, the positive DI coiling up. Boom, boom, boom. Everything lined up today. And I think today was more of a catalyst, but it couldn't have been at a perfect time. It was a perfect time to hit and break out of this wedge because now you're just causing momentum. You have buyers coming in. And look at that. The delta shows that 42 million on the day, folks, from 57 million. We're still a little bearish. Still bearish. Obviously, you can tell by that wick shadow. It's pretty significant, okay? We have a nice little resistance line, but that resistance line will also in line with this trend line that we have here. Obviously, let me draw a little bit better. There you go. A little bit better. I like to be just a little bit perfect. But anyway, we have this trend line here that we have to kind of break over. All right. As you can see here, we had prior low support, another support. So this would just act as another trend line that we have to kind of break up. That might be the wall. But if things were to look up, just try and remember, if you're going to ride this wave, find support. So far, it's showing it's good. Okay, look at the 12-hour. You have the RSI testing that center line, so that means that it wants to break out. Okay, the movement, the run is not over, not in my opinion. Okay, the run is not over today. You clearly saw that today was around 4 or 5%. Actually, pre-market it was 9% because I remember watching it in the morning. This thing still has a lot of juice left. Okay, so I suspect we hit this trend line, come back and test that 0.65, or if we find a bounce at the 0.65, turn on the 30-minute real quick. Okay. Well, okay, so we did touch it multiple times here, and then obviously we're consolidating above the 0.65. So that's not so bad. Okay, we did hit this point, this trend line. This was post pre-market. So I want to be in post-market or at least live and see this trend line touch while action is happening during 9 to 5 or 9 to 4, excuse me. So far so good. It's consolidating now, new higher lows. That's what you should be paying attention at. We're above the RSI is above the center line. So you are seeing the MACD also on the 30-minute wants to coil up again. It wants to coil up. So things are just slowly motivating to hit to the upper side. Okay, we are making new higher lows. So look at that. We got a low, low, higher low, higher low. We got a high, higher high. So things are looking good. Momentum is on the upside. You can't go wrong with that. Okay, last but not least, and this is one of my favorites, and I started charting this morning. I say, whoa, and I posted this a couple months ago, but now it's more significant because we were waiting for this reversal here, and thus we have completed the reversal. 88 Cardano, if you're into crypto, this is for you. Cardano's going above $1 soon, and I'm looking to hit this $1.72 mark. Okay, $1.72 mark, and if you look left, all right, also in lines with a lot of a lot of liquidity everywhere. We have resistance and support here. Okay, clearly we had a bunch of resistance line here. Look at that, multiple candles that were hitting resistance line. So I love what I see here in terms of confluence. All right, I take a look at the chart. 3 rising valleys. You break this trend line at 93.61. That is the confirmation for this breakout. And once you break out, it's off to the races. It's off to the races. Cardano, listen, say what you want about crypto. The Clarity Act is gonna get signed eventually. I'll be shocked if it doesn't, but once it does, you're paying for 91 cents on something that can hit $1.72 potentially. Not financial advice, but this is very, very bullish. You know what else is 3 rising valleys that we called out? Let's step aside a little bit. Well, here you go. Well, actually, this was a bar, LGW. Which one was the one that we had the 3 rising valleys? It was sound. I called sound. Look at sound, folks. Look at sound. I'm doing this live. I totally forgot about that. But the 3 rising valleys on Cardano is very significant because we also spotted it on sound. And let me turn off all the EMA so we can so it can be a little bit cleaner. Obviously, it's a little messed up. Okay. All right, here we go. So we have, let me actually make it turn on the monthly. Okay, we have the 3 rising valleys right here, folks. We have, oh, excuse me. So we have 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, on the monthly, folks. That's huge, huge. Okay, where you have a lot of momentum. When you have a huge momentum to the outside, get the sell off coming in. You consolidate, and then you have a massive wave. Get the sell off, new higher low. Massive wave to the upside, sell off. Now you have a new higher low, and now where you think sound is going. So this goes back to ADA. Again, we have a sell off, find the base, huge massive move up, sell off, move on to the upside and sell off again and make another move to the upside. Guys, this is just gonna be magnificent. ADA is just looking fantastic. Okay, now this last part of the video, I wanna keep you guys focused in what I see on the overall market. Okay, this one's more of a little bonus feature. I normally don't talk about this, but you know, every time I post this, some people are like, oh, you're gay bear and all this yada yada yada. Okay, let me remind you the macroeconomics, because the fundamentals do matter. All right, the fundamentals do matter. So notice the bearish, if you guys don't know anything about their bearish divergence, that's fine. Just know that we are seeing bearish divergence, multiple bearish divergences on SPY. Okay, we're just printing another one today. Today was technically a down day, so the divergence is working out. Okay, we have multiple bearish divergences on the daily time frame. This is technically bearish. All right, and this is typical for, you know, when you have runs like this. Like if you look at Palantir, right? Look at Palantir, and I'm gonna quickly do this. I'd even go over, you know, normally I have notes and stuff I have to read, but Palantir has multiple touches of bearish divergences, but we never really exited into the bulls. We never exited the bear zone. We stood above. We never exited the bull zone. The bull. Sorry, guys, my mind is running 1,000 miles right now. The bull zone, and thus we never broke down. It never entered the bear zone ever. I mean, if we turn on the monthly real quick, at what point did we ever hit the bear zone? Never, ever. And look at the RSI, deep in the bull zone. This is irrelevant in terms of Palantir. I don't want to make this all about Palantir, but I want to make this relevant about SPY. Okay, SPY is hitting multiple touches of bearish divergences on the daily. I want to keep this in mind. I'm very worried in terms of what I see here. We are technically a little bit overbought, and it kind of worries me sometimes. All right, it kind of worries me sometimes. So you know, when I do plays, I tend not to go too heavy, and when I do go too heavy, I'm only in and out. I make 2 to 3%. I'm paper handing everything. I'm paper handing 2-3%, and I'm out. I'm not longing anything. And so what if it moves 20% a couple weeks after? Okay, so what? There's 1,000 other plays out there. I'm trying to protect you guys at the same time, and I want you guys to stay protected. So it's just, this is a little bonus segment of the video. I just want to keep this out there. Some people won't even get this far in the video, and that's totally fine. This is a nice little TA, nice little extra TA for SPY. What I see as a day trader, what I want to try and avoid and get it bull trapped. If this actually ends up being a bull trap, you know what? At least I was on the right side of the trade. I'm cash heavy, and I'm ready to go when the dip happens. I'm ready to load up again. Okay, so thank you so much for watching the video. I know it was a little bit, I think it was a little bit too long, but I try to keep it quick. I'm gonna do morning shows, 9 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. I'm gonna try and be consistent 5 days a week. If not, it's every other day. And every other day that I don't go live, I post a video. So let me know in the comments what charts or tickers you want me to chart. I'll be happy to do them, and I'll follow through and do some TA on the next following video. Okay, so thank you so much for paying attention to this, and you've reached this far. So again, thank you. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, and join the Discord, folks. Cheers. Have a beautiful weekend.